Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Den of Thieves. So I went into this film not knowing a whole lot. I do vaguely remember seeing a trailer way back when, I think when it first premiered, and then I've seen a couple of adverts heading into the theater tonight. But to be honest, this film wasn't really on my radar, and I thought, let's just go see what I'm getting myself into. But knowing the advertisements I had seen, I didn't have all that high of hopes. But we got these nifty little hats at the screening tonight. So, why not? Let's have a fun time, right? Well, about that fun time. Unfortunately, the movie's not really a fun time. So, let's go ahead, start this positive, and discuss what the film does right. Well, the last third of the film elevated this from like pure just garbage to at least there was something in here that was worth salvaging. The last act of this movie is fun. It provides a twist that is fun and unexpected. It provides a heist that is well executed. And most all of the shootouts that happen throughout the film are well executed. And they mostly are concentrated in this final act. So the third act is kind of like the redemption act. It's the act where all the action takes place. It's the act where any of the fun is to be found. And I also won't really fault the actors here. Everybody does fine. There's no good performances, but nobody is like stand out bad either. And that includes little baby Cube. Yeah, O'Shea Jackson Jr., he's good. I feel like he can play a certain part very well. And for the most part, he plays that here. And I thought he was fine. 50 Cent, did all that 50 Cent can do when it comes to acting. And he was fine. And then Gerard Butler, did Gerard Butler. So as I said, nobody was bad per se. They all kind of just did what they were hired to do. So now let's go ahead and talk about the negatives. Well, if I'm being honest with you, I hated the first two acts of this film. I just was not on board. I wasn't enjoying myself, and I was like, ugh, to the whole kind of premise, the whole execution of what it is that I was watching. This was like the epitome of just hyper-masculine, super bro, completely like chauvinistic, misogynistic mess, in my opinion. Forget even a good female character. There is not even a decent female character anywhere near this film. Miles upon miles, you'd be hard-pressed to find a decent female human around this movie. They are all pawns, they are all sex objects, they are all just annoying periphery people that, who cares? But I guess every character in this film, who cares? They are all horrible. All of them. Every single character in this film is a crappy person. That at least any of the ones that we get to know to any extent. None of them get character development. We don't bond with any of them. There is a horrible, divorce sideline with Gerard Butler's character that only makes him come off even worse. But the worst part about it is that I think it's meant to endear you to him. And I think the sarcasm that Gerard Butler just doles out at everyone, the rudeness, is meant to actually endear you to him, to make you relate to him, to make you think he's funny, when really, it's just rude. And it makes him look like an ass over and over and over again, and pushes you away from him. So you're not rooting for the cops, because the main cop is a horrible person that you're like, ugh, no, you're scum. And then we get over to the villain side, and it's not a set-it-off situation. It's not a situation where the bank robbers are doing it for good and just reasons, or doing it for reasons you can at least understand, and secretly you're hoping they get away with it. No, they're just nothing characters, if I'm being honest. They get no development. They're not doing it for just reasons. And, they're pretty much irredeemable in the horrible acts that they commit. They kill cops, they put civilians in danger. They're not, anti-hero type people that are stealing from the rich to give back to the poor. None of that applies here. They're just criminals. That's it. And then the film has the audacity to try to have these like emotional moments with them near the end, and you're like, no, you literally just killed police officers. Why are the police officers like having these emotional reactions with you? It makes no sense. But there's really not character development to be had here. There are ridiculous side little storylines that many of these characters get that you're like, who cares? This is just making you worse. Of course, we have the homophobic moments. Of course, we have chauvinistic moment after moment. And it's all super, super serious. It takes itself so seriously through it all. There's not even an ounce of self-realization here. So yeah, the last act is fun, but it can't make up for the dreck that is the first two acts, and really a good, decent chunk of that last act too. So my recommendation, if you're super bored and into these kind of gang shoot 'em up type films, give this a rental. Otherwise, you can just skip this. You've seen this type of heist movie done a million times better with much better writing, much more nuance. Just skip it. So that is my review of Den of Thieves. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Den of Thieves? And what is your favorite heist film? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!